Hey everyone, just a quick word before we get started on this beer review. If you're interested in purchasing any of these beers that you see on my channel, stick around to the end of the video and I will tell you where you can purchase them at online. Now, isn't that lovely? Have beer shipped right to your home and don't have to go anywhere. All right, enjoy the video. Cheers to that. Welcome, my friends. Thanks so much for stopping by once again as we sample some more great tasting international beer with Dr. Dave. Fabulous indeed. Now, for our sampling pleasures and tasting delights today, we have one right here. We'll try to pronounce it. Köstritzer. 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 Yeah, I gave it a shot. Köstritzer. Yeah, it's a it's a black lager beer. And it checks in at 4.8% alcohol by volume. And of course, it's from Germany. And I don't know a whole lot else about the beer. Oh, yes, the date stamp on the bottom indicates that we should consume it in the next 4 months. So they're giving the shelf life of this nearly a year. Yeah, I think that's a bit optimistic for a beer, but if it's in a can and if you take care of it and keep it away from the heat, it will last. Now, you don't have to worry about light with the can, but you have to worry about the heat. We're going to use this lovely glassware here with the conic shape on the bottom, the inverted conic shape. Black lager, you are going to see a dark beer. Now, that's what happens if you pour it a little too quickly right on top of that inverted cone. But it's a very beautiful color there, and it has lovely tan colored foam. This beer is traditionally more malt than hop, and I would have no reason to think that this beer would be any different. So let's see what we have here. We're going to go ahead and pour it in. Lovely carbonation. You can't see that carbonation, but I saw it when I was pouring it down the side of the glass. Very beautiful. Looks like a stout, doesn't it? Yeah, it looks like a stout. Now, I like this glass because it concentrates all the aromas in a very tight space. When you use a pint glass, it's a real wide mouth and it's not going to concentrate the aromas. It's going to spread the aromas out. A pint glass is great for certain styles of beer, but not this stout. So let's see what kind of aroma we can pick up here. It's very malty. Some nice roasted malt in there. Hey, we're going to thank the brewers there at Köstritzer. Hey, I tried. Yeah, it's not Kos. You don't pronounce it Kos. It's Köstritzer. Köstritzer. I did my best. Thank all the people who made this beer possible here in the States. And cheers to everyone at home and prost as well. Oh, man. Dark roasted malts, toasted malts. He's got it all, baby. Now you have to like malts, or you'll not like this style of beer at all. Yeah, you have to really like malts. Now, the best way to drink a beer that's malty is if you frequent Asian restaurants. It doesn't really matter if it's Japanese, Korean, Vietnamese. They serve malty beers with their cuisine. Check it out sometime. If you've already been to an Asian restaurant and had some of their beer, then you know what I'm talking about. Even their lagers are not traditional lagers. They're way more malty than American lagers. Hey, next time you go to an Asian restaurant, look on the menu and try one of their bottles of beer, and I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. It goes extremely well with the cuisine, no doubt. But the reason I'm saying that is because this beer is extremely malty, although it's a much different taste than the Asian beers. This is dark roasted malt, whereas the Asian beers are lagers. Yeah, so completely different thing, but same principle with the malts. Oh, man, that is so smooth and easy drinking. I would describe this as a medium-bodied beer, but with a full mouth flavor on it, man. And it's got a medium amount of carbonation in here. Now, this would go well with some steak and potatoes, any type of meat dish. This would go well with. But I think that you would want to drink this beer on its own, and you wouldn't want to muddy up any food in here to destroy the flavor, if you will. Yeah, because that's what happens when you mix food and beer. If the beer is a little bit on the weak side, it's going to get lost in the flavor of the food. But this is not that weak, but still, nonetheless, I think you'd want to get all the flavor you could from this beer. Oh man. For me, at least, this is a sipping beer. You don't want to drink this beer straight away. Yeah, because if you do, you're missing out. You're missing the whole purpose of the beer. If you want to drink beer straight away, there's plenty of beers in the marketplace for all that. Yeah, let me watch what I'm doing here. But anyway, Köstritzer. Yeah, I tried it before. I got it right the first time, man. Yeah, but another fantastic German beer. I'm telling you, the Germans know how to brew beer. I don't care what anybody says. They know how to brew beer over there, no doubt. Yeah, I'd like to take a trip to Germany, but I'm getting old now. I don't know if I'll get there. But I tell you what, I still love their beer. No doubt about it. And you know what? Life is short. You got to be happy. Try new things, man. I think you would like this beer. If you like roasted malts, toasted malts, don't let the color fool you because everybody sees a dark beer and say, "Oh, I don't like dark beers." How do you know you don't like dark beers? What, you had one once and now you don't like all dark beers? Is that what the story is? The best thing to do is go to a craft beer bar and get a flight. It's called a flight. It's a sampler. Depends on what the bar serves. They might have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. They all come in 4-ounce glasses. Now, the best way to do this is with a couple of friends. In case you don't like one, your friend will like it. Because if you go someplace, I know this place here in Cleveland, they serve a flight of everything that's on tap, which could be as many as 20 beers. So now you have 20 beers in front of you times 4 ounces each. That's 80 ounces of beer. That's more than a six pack of beer. Yeah, it's a good time there, though, as long as you got that designated driver, man. Yeah. But anyway, get a flight and you can find out what style beer you like. The good bars have at least 6 beers on tap at all time. The good bars. Yeah, get your smaller bars, they might not have. But anyway, my friends, life is short. Let's be happy and try new beers. That's the whole point of what I'm saying. Okay, and to that end, until we meet next time, here's wishing all of you the very best of goodbyes. And as always, cheers. Okay, everyone. As promised, Dr. Dave's going to tell you where he buys his beers and where you can buy them also. First on the list is rivalrybrews.com. Now, don't worry, I'm going to put the links in the description box for you. Rivalry Brews is a relatively new mail order place. It's based right here in Ohio, in Medina, and they are fantastic. I tell you what, when they first started, I got free shipping on all the beers. Now I think they charge me $2. $2 for 12 beers. That's fantastic. Now, as far as I know, they ship to the lower 48, but you might want to check the website on that. I can't be 100% sure, but the shipping is fast. The turnaround is fast, and if anything's wrong, they will fix it right away. I only had one issue with them, and they refunded half my purchase order, which I thought was more than fair. More than fair. So anyway, by the way, disclaimer, I don't get any money on any of this. I'm not affiliated with any of these beer companies. They don't know I'm doing this. I'm just telling you where to buy the beer. Now, one day I may be affiliated, and if I am at that point, I'll certainly let you know. So, Rivalry Brews, located right here in Ohio, they specialize in Ohio beers, beers from Pennsylvania and Indiana. So, if you want some good Ohio craft beer, that's a good place to start. The second one on my list, oh, I love this place. It's called Halftime Beer. Halftime Beer has two locations in New York State, Poughkeepsie, and I believe it's pronounced Mamaroneck. Mamaroneck. Yeah, don't quote me on that pronunciation. I tried my best. Yeah, anyway, they have more beer online than you could possibly look at in a day. I'm telling you, they have beer everywhere on that website. And all you have to do is go on there, make your selection, and have it shipped. Now, they do have gift boxes, which come with a really nice cooler. Yeah, and you can't beat it. It's $5 shipping on those special orders. Now, on the other beers, the shipping can get a little bit pricey, but I've never had an order for more than $20 shipping, which I think is really good for 12 bottles of beer. Now, if you get cans, it's less cost because it weighs less. And that's what costs the money is the weight and the size of the box. So, yeah, check them out. Now, I belong to two of their what's known as Beer of the Month Club. I'm in their German Beer of the Month Club, so I get 12 bottles from six different breweries, two of each, once a month. And there's a lot of beers in there that I've never heard of from Germany. I thought I had them all, not even close. And then I have the Around the World Beer Club, which is exactly what it sounds like. It's beers from all over the world. So far, I only got one beer that I didn't really like. It happens. It happens. And, you take your chances on that. But I got some beer from South Korea, of all places, South Korea. I thought it was really, really good. Now, last on the list, but not least, and I didn't put these in any particular order, it's the Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, they're out of San Diego, and they have a killer selection. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, talking about all this beer, I'm going to have one here. Mm, that's just a regular run of the mill Pilsner, German style, but it hits the spot on a day like this. Anyway, Best Damn Beer Shop. Woo! Now, their shipping, they require you to choose in lots of six. So you can get 6, 12, 18, 24 is the maximum. And their shipping is reasonable considering I'm on the East Coast and they're on the West Coast. Yeah, the shipping is generally about $19 for a 12 bottle selection, which I don't think is a lot. $19? No, I don't think that's a lot. Now, the more beer you buy, the less money it's going to cost. That's just a fact of economics. So if you want to buy six beers, it's going to cost more to ship it than the 12. Hey, I don't make the rules, man. Just buy more beer. You save more money on shipping. What can I tell you? Yeah, but they're a great place, and so all three of those places, Rivalry Brews for Ohio beers, and then you have the Halftime Beverage, which is in New York. They have a selection on everything, and same thing with Best Damn Beer Shop. Now, if you want some West Coast beers that you can't find in your town, that's the place to buy them at. Last but not least, people always ask me, what is that on your beer glass? Well, I bought it at Amazon, Amazon.com. It's called a vacuum vin. Vacuum vin. And if I'm not mistaken, it's from Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. And the inside of it is lined with special material. So what you do is you put this in the freezer, you let it sit overnight, and then you put your beverage in here, and it will maintain that beverage at around 38 degrees, which is really cold for a beer. But I like my pilsners cold. Now, if you already have a beer that warmed up, put it in here and it'll bring it to the proper temperature, no doubt. And I said last, but I was mistaken. This is the last thing I want to talk about. Dr. Dave's beer glasses. Now, I did sell these a number of years ago when I had my other beer channel. And this is a new design, though. This is a different design. Now, I could sell these if there's enough interest in them, but I have to order them about 144 at a time. So I don't want to order them unless there's some real interest in them. Now, it's difficult to see on here, but it says Dr. Dave's cheap ass beer reviews. Yeah, it's not really going to come out that well there on the camera. But I would sell these at cost. Now, I'm not trying to make any money on them. I think it cost me 14.98 to have those made. So I would sell them at the same price. Now I don't know, the price could have gone up because I did buy those a few years back. So, but I would sell them at cost if anybody's interested. But like I said, I don't get any money off these links. There's no affiliate links here. I'm not making any money. I just wanted to let everybody know where I buy my beer so you could buy it too. Oh, and I almost forgot the Amazing Clubs Beer of the Month Club. Amazing clubs. I'll put all the links in the description box. Knock yourself out. Hey, thanks for watching, okay? And Dr. Dave says cheers to that.